All right, what's going on, everybody? Isaac Fleischer here, and welcome to another iHoopsFL interview. Now, before I begin, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at iHoopsFL. Oh, wait, my fault, guys. Actually, oh my God, that was so fun. That actually kind of scared me a little bit too. Yeah, if you guys watching right now, this is my first interview that will be going to YouTube. So all my content's probably going to move away from Sportscaster. It's going to be all on YouTube now. And yeah, I had the stream going, so you have it right here, just to make sure it's all working and all that. And I guess I had my volume up, so I was hearing an echo, and I got really concerned. But anyways, let's try that again. So what's going on, everybody? Isaac Fleischer here, and welcome to another iHoopsFL interview. Now, before we begin, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at iHoopsFL. I post all these interviews that I do here on Sportscaster. So if you guys are showing up late or you're leaving early and you don't really feel like rewatching the whole stream, see what you missed, then you can find all the highlights and all the best clips on my Instagram at iHoopsFL. And for you guys, if you want to see a little bit more of the things I've done in the world of basketball, you can find all the articles I've written for a company down here in South Florida, along with some recent recruitment I've been putting up about some of these guys I've talked to here on Sportscaster on my Twitter at iHoopsRecruits. But anyways, let me bring on our guest right now. What's going on, my guy? How are you?
What's up, sir? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, but you need to call me sir, by the way.
I have to.
No,
I'm gonna call you sir.
no one's gonna judge if you call me sir. Like, you might be. When's your birthday? You might even be older than
like January. I turned 17 in January.
Yeah, you're older than me. Like, no, you do not need to call me sir.
All right, I got you.
All right, bet. All right, so let's get right into this interview. So my first question is, going to Dr. Phillips High School. I know that Universal Studios literally you're at the front of your school and you could see, some of the rides and all that stuff. So have you ever, gone to Universal right after school or do you go there a lot?
So like coming to DP, obviously you notice Universal like before you even get to the school. So like my expectations coming over there was like, oh, I'm gonna be like at Universal like 24/7, like in the summer, just like heavy over there. But like basketball kept me like prioritized in like such a way that I never expect. Because like I'm coming into high schools, so like I've never experienced this type of dedication to basketball, so to speak. So I've been to Universal like maybe twice out of the 3 years I've been there. So yeah.
And since you said you weren't expecting, I guess, basketball to be like this, so is this a surprise to you that you're getting recruited and you're getting like interviewed like this and you've kind of blown up in a way? Were you not expecting that it was going to go this way?
Like as a little kid, like I'd say around elementary, coming into middle school, elite mixtapes was the like the big thing, right? And you'd always see these like high profile ranked kids with all the offers, and you're thinking to yourself like like one day that's going to be me. So like getting like noticed by these colleges and these offers and like playing, I know it's happening, but still in the back of my mind, it's like this is really happening. You know what I mean? And it's really taking me some time to process. Like every time I get offered, so like I feel like it's just like a blessing in disguise for me.
So when you did enter high school, was your goal to get Division I offers and be nationally ranked, or were you just trying to just play good and whatever? If you end up going D3 or NAIA, like that's kind of fine with you too. Or was your goal to just put yourself on the map?
Like I wanted, like coming into high school, I wanted to be like the player. Like I expected nothing less of myself. So I always knew I had to work, but I wasn't there yet. So like there wasn't really any like anything that wasn't motivating me. Like the motivation, all the motivation I needed was like really from my mother and just my hard work that I was going to put into it. So like I wanted to be big. I wanted to.
And but I guess the thing is though, there's some schools where their best player goes like might not even get, will have like 0 Division I offers. Go or something like that. Like just being the best player at school, that doesn't ensure basketball success. So that's kind of what I wanted to know. Like, did you want to be big D1 rank guy, or were you just trying to just be good in high school and just have a solid career and wherever you go, I guess you go?
See, like coming into high school, I knew like there were going to be some good players, but I also always knew that I've seen very great elite players growing up, and none of them really had recognition. So like, just you have to be good. Like it's mandatory to like get seen like that. But to be seen at that magnitude, someone has to see you. You know what I mean? You have to have some way of, you have to have someone that's going to help you put your name out there. So really, if you don't really have that help, I mean, it's possible to do it on your own, but I mean, like, having someone who's going to help you is like a really big help.
And when you said you've seen a lot of like good guys, you know, before you went to high school, are these like, you know, did you say that in terms of, you know, big nationally ranked guys? Or were you talking about like guys that you saw when
Nah,
you're younger, like, oh, we're super good, and then, you
yeah,
know, like, you have no clue what happens to them?
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. What happens? I actually I realized I think I know the because I thought that too, because you know, I'd go to this basketball camp at my high school, and the
Hmm.
coaches, you know, they were all in college and they look so good, like, you know, some could dunk, like they
Exactly.
would shoot from half court, like, you know, make 10 out of 10. And I'm like, why are these people not in the NBA? And but I think it's because of the grades. That's my theory.
That plays a bigger role. That plays a
I
very
think they
big
just
role.
screwed around in high school, you know, just played basketball and didn't focus about the other aspect. And that's why
Yeah.
I think that, you know, they're a bunch of nobodies. That's my theory. I'll obviously like I don't know, but that's what I think because I thought the exact same thing. I was so confused on why none of these people go to Division One.
Did you see all these like top athletes that have like high majors? Like their grades are like, it
Mm-hmm.
has to be. So that's really, that plays a big role.
Yeah, but you know, some of them they kind of have their own little ways. You know, they go to the private schools and kind of do whatever.
Yeah.
But you know, I guess for you, so you're at a public school though. So how has that maybe
Hmm.
been at all a challenge? You know, to put your name out there. And since you know Dr. Phillips, like it's not a bad school for I guess basketball athletics, but you know, it's not like any big national powerhouse public school that everyone knows. Like it's super unknown. So
Yeah.
how challenging has it been for you to just do all the right things to you know get your name out there?
Well, to be honest, coming in my freshman year, we had a different coach from Coach Ben now. So he was just like, I mean, he was a good coach, but he wasn't like the type of coach that was always in contact with all these schools. You know, like he wasn't a major coach, if that makes sense to you, if you know what I mean. So like coming in to my sophomore year, Coach Ben came to us the summer going into sophomore, and he saw me playing with this like local YBOA team that we would always like travel locally, and like there weren't really like a lot of scouts, media that was like. So he told me he actually hooked me up with CP25, talked to Coach Ricks, and got me on the team. So I feel like that him doing that really enabled me to all this exposure I've been getting.
So I guess you would kind of say like, you know, if he was ever your coach and
Yeah.
you probably weren't playing as good as you did maybe that day, like you wouldn't really be
Mm-hmm.
where you are today.
100%.
Yeah, and just real quick about a CP25, like because I know there's a team with all the guys in my area, but then there's like another
Yeah.
team. Like how does that work? Like, is the one like CP25 South, which is like I guess all my area, and then the other CP25
Yeah.
is like you know, I guess anybody.
So the the technical is 17U, then there's 16U elite, then there's South. And the only difference from like South and 16U and South and 17U is just like the different area with like a different coaching staff, but it's all owned by Chandler Parsons. That's the only difference. Yeah.
Yeah, I was because I know you saying like same jersey, all that stuff, but then I'm like, why do I see all these
Mm-hmm.
guys here and then like none of them there? So you know, I'm glad I kind of got that squared away. But anyways, let's keep going with the interview. I just got another you
Yeah.
know light question, not about basketball, but what do you like better, Universal or Disney?
Oof. The thing about Universal to me is like a Universal is like a huge house, a huge fun house, and then Disney is like a huge massive land for like just exploration. Go probably, I'd probably say, I want to say Disney. I'd probably say Disney.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that choice too. But one, because I don't know, my mom, like my family has never gone to Universal. I maybe only gone like twice my whole life. But Disney, like I agree. I guess Universal, it's more just you know the way you said like a fun house. But Disney's like it's
Yeah.
like a literal world. But yeah, what you said makes sense. How do you kind of Have you thought of that
Yeah,
before? 'Cause
exactly.
that was a very intelligent answer. Like, I don't know. I don't know many people that would give that sort of answer.
Just off the dome, to be honest.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, no one's ever said, no one's described that as houses before. Like that was a super. Are you into roller coasters? Do you kinda, like, I know somebody. I know somebody that one of my friends. He like his hobby. He like watches roller coaster videos and like studies roller coasters. And he's
Mhm.
like not the way they're built, but I guess how fun they are. I
Yeah.
guess with like great roller coasters based off whatever factors. Do you do something like that too?
So, so going to Disney. I've only been to Disney once in my life. And this was like I think last year, maybe a year and a half. So I'm going to it was I actually did in Disney. So I went to for my friend's birthday, and I'm looking at all these rides, and I'm like people actually get on these. So like that's when I'm like, oh yeah, probably people recorded the ride. So I'm going on YouTube, like looking at the rides and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going on that. All right, maybe that looks. So that's when I really started to do that. And then the one ride with Disney. I think it was in Hollywood Studios. There's this dropper.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
this
It's kinda
drop.
like
It looked so tall. Like there was no way I was not getting. And my buddy was mad. Like he was so mad for like the rest of the day. I watched the video and like they went up to like the tallest and just like
yeah,
it just kept dropping. Like I was like, nah, I didn't go on it. I did not go on it.
yeah. So you're scared of roller coasters?
I can't fit anymore on some.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so is that your excuse instead of being scared? You're like, oh, I'm too tall.
Oh, Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. I make sure they know. I put that out there first.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I went on Tower of Terror before, like this year, but the first time I went on, I remember I put my hands in the air because like I was like
Yeah.
the final drop. I was like, okay, I got survival, like whatever. It was nothing. So in the final one, I'm like, all right, like, no hands. And I think I like slammed so hard, like my hands or my chin or something. Like I was like so
Nah.
cocky. I was like, oh yeah, no hands,
Yeah.
final one. And no,
You
it
can't pay me to
it
go on there.
didn't go well.
You cannot pay me to go on there.
No, but what about the rock and roller coaster though? That's my favorite roller coaster ever, I think.
With the one with like the red rails.
Yeah, the one, it's right next to Tower of Terror. It's like in the dark, but with like neon lights.
No, I don't think. I don't recall. I don't recall.
Man, it's that one. It might be. I don't know. It's not red. Like it has like the guitar
Mhm.
outside of it. It's literally right next to the Tower of Terror.
Nah, I don't remember.
Man, that one. I think that one's the best ride ever. Anyways, we could talk about basketball now. So I know you guys. You got a big three of
Yeah,
2022 guys in Denzel. Wait, crap! I forgot how to say his name. How do you say his name?
Aberdeen.
Already, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna mess it up. So again, you guys got a big three of 2022 guys of Denzel Aberdeen, Riley Kugel, and yourself. So what is it like when all you guys are on the floor together?
Well, honestly, it's nothing like I've experienced before because like we're much mature now. Like, because like when you're like a little kid, you're playing with your friends and stuff. Like it's your friend. Like I don't know how to describe this. Like playing pickup. If I were to play pickup with them at 10 years old, it'll be different if I'm playing pickup with them at our age right now. It's just like it's like just like we're one. Like just we're in sync. You know what I mean? It's not really much of like there's no there's no I wouldn't say chemistry. Like the chemistry is like beyond. It's like, but we don't think about it that way. We just play like a unit. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah, because you guys have known each other for that long. Oh, you said,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Were you expecting to play high school basketball with them? At some point, or did it? Was it? Am I tripping? Or Riley Kugel? Like, did he like just transfer there or something like that?
yeah. He did. He did.
Yeah, so what's like, all being childhood friends, and then now all you guys are together on the same high school team, all probably going to end up Division One. Just
Mm.
how can I step back and realize like, all my childhood friends are now all on the same team, and yeah, we're all gonna make it together.
So I mean, like, it's crazy and not crazy at the same time. Cause like crazy to the fact that it's like, wow, like we're all here, but also it's not crazy because just being in this position, we put in the hard work. So like seeing it pay off isn't really a surprise, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. But I guess it's kind of because there's a ton of friends, probably like you guys that are all little kids and all like, oh, we're all gonna play in the NFL or the NBA.
Yeah,
But that's why, like, even though you're like, it's not that crazy, like it like you could easily been just, the average kids that all thought that at 10 and
hmm
then, ended up being being whatever the average human being.
yeah, exactly.
And all you guys do play AAU basketball together as well.
hmm
So how is that?
it's we're more of a family more than anything. It's because like I get to see them. I see them during the day at high school. I see them during the season, off the court if we're hanging out. Then in the summer, when you typically like your high school friends, you don't constantly see them in the summer, but then it's like they are again in the summer, and it's like we never stop seeing each other. So really, I feel like this is probably one of the best relationships that has been building for me. So I really take pride in that.
And I guess at least for me, like if I saw someone year round, besides maybe my family, I think they would get super old to me. Like sometimes, I just can't
Yeah.
talk to the same person, every day, 24/7. Like then, I just kind of get tired of them. So why do you think you guys are just always, able to, I guess, just enjoy being around each other, enjoy playing basketball together? And since it's been, years of that already.
I mean, there's different friends for you to have. There's like friends you talk about serious stuff with. There's friends you just are complete goofballs with, and I feel like we just relate to everything. We just relate to all of our interests, if you know what I mean. Like if there's something I think that's funny, he's gonna think it's funny. Denzel's gonna think it's funny, and we just agree on a lot of things, and just like get along well with like everything we talk about and everything we do. So it's just perfect.
And since you told me that you guys do agree on a lot of things, do you guys also all agree that roller coasters are just super scary, or is that maybe a controversial topic?
Nah, like if someone took us to a theme park, we rather walk the whole day. You rather just walk the whole day. Riley for sure. I don't think he does roller coasters at all.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I always feel so bad for those kids, that don't want to go on the roller coaster. Like, there's an outcast. Like, did you ever go on those trips in elementary school to like, the theme park, or they not do that?
I mean, like yeah, when I was in elementary, we would always I always because I would always go on the rides and stuff. So I'm looking at my classmates that stay, and I'm just looking at them like why? Like we're
Exactly.
here.
Like, I
Like what are
feel
you
so
doing?
bad.
You know what I mean? But like, I mean, times have changed. Times have changed.
So when you were little, you weren't afraid, and now all of a sudden you're super scared of roller coasters.
I mean, when I was little, I was way more afraid. Like I'd rather go on now than back then. But like back then, I had like all the kids around me, so it was like I felt odd. You know what I mean? Compared to the ones that would go on, so I had to get on.
Yeah, so you would go on like when you wouldn't want, like you didn't want to. You probably, about to poop your
Yeah,
pants, but you like, I'd rather go on this thing than, and I guess you
exactly.
ended up not liking it then because you kind of stopped it now.
hmm
Yeah, man, that's kind of crazy. Usually, you go on the roller coaster and you're like, oh, I love it. I love roller coasters. Like you're
Yeah.
definitely a special case.
hmm
And anyways, how do you like playing with Team Parsons?
it's amazing. It's great. It's like when the ball stops bouncing, playing with them is probably going to be the biggest highlight of my basketball career. To be honest with you, like it's like just doing what you love with your family 24/7, constantly getting better at it, just like all day, every day. It's such a great program, and they like what they've done for the kids in the area and some kids around the state, and for the program itself is just like amazing. Like how we've been in quarantine with COVID and all this stuff. Like there weren't really events opening up and stuff like that. So Coach Ricks, our head coach, he had this virtual evaluation series where like I mean like precautions were taken to like make sure that everyone was stayed safe and all that. So that wasn't an issue. But he just allowed kids to get that exposure that we were supposed to get. Cause like um if COVID never happened, we would have been playing like earlier, like while high school was still going. So I think for him to have that idea and do something about the situation just really tells you a lot about the program.
Yeah, and they're in the what are they? 3 SSB? Wait, did you say something? It glitched out for a second.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh wait, what are they 3 SSB?
I mean, like we don't have that on our jerseys, but we're Adidas.
Yeah,
But
so
it's,
like
I don't know how that works.
like if you know the virus never happened, would you guys be playing in the the Adidas circuit, like the best one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the same thing as Atlanta Celtics, like they're 3 SSB as well.
Yeah, it's on the yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was yeah, because I was gonna say like they never really like associate themselves. I'm actually seeing I'm seeing this whatever the South team play tomorrow. That'll be my second time seeing them play, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're I think they definitely got some sleepers on it. Would you maybe say that you're Team Parsons is better than Team Parsons South, or maybe even?
I'm not gonna start any controversy here, so I'm gonna just keep tight on my lips.
All right. But there's no Team Parsons South 16U team though, right? They're only like just one team.
There was last year. But it's 17 now. I think it's strictly 17 right now.
Oh, maybe it's because they all like I guess just do it together. I guess.
Probably yeah.
Yeah, and no, I take that back because I was gonna say like they all go to the same school, but like a few of them go to a different school.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, but yeah, it's pretty much like all the guys from my area. But anyways, how was it this summer playing I guess the AAU basketball you did get a play in with Team Parsons.
How was it?
Yep.
It was really like an eye opener, and I feel like that made it more enjoyable because like 17 was like, with Alex, Darius, all those guys, like this was their last year playing AU, and we're looking at that, how we almost didn't have an AU season, and we're like we really love this. Like this is something we love, and seeing this be the last for them, it made us feel like we really only have one more year where we're like just constantly together 24/7, and it just was like it just made us love what we were doing like 10 times more.
Yeah, honestly, that's I usually like see. I'll give you like some insight when I like post the interviews. Like I always post all the questions that I don't ask like any other player because I try to make them unique. But you give me like the most unique responses, so I have to put that. I was about to say like you're like at the end of the season I was I was in tears.
Yeah,
bro. I was maybe gonna laugh a little bit, but and now we can stop talking about AAU basketball. Let's go back into high school basketball. So, what are your expectations for this season?
To win states, literally. That's it. We came so close last year. I think what was it? We were like three games away in that, and the way we lost to Ocoee, it was like I hate speaking on it. I hate thinking about it. It was crazy because we went into the fourth quarter down by 20, and like the buzzer rings. I'm going to the bench, and I'm just looking at the scoreboard, and I'm like, because like most kids, you look at that scoreboard and you're thinking like, there's no way. And I'm looking at the bench, and I'm looking at my teammates' faces. I'm like, because I make an impact for the team because my energy. I try to keep my energy high, and I'm always making an impact. And if I want to be a leader, I can't like go to the bench and they see me and it's like what are we gonna do? So I'm looking at the scoreboard down 20 going into the fourth quarter, like 8 minutes, and I'm thinking to myself, there's no way we worked this hard to just like lay down now. So we fought back, brought it to within 1 point, and then for Blake to hit that crazy shot, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, I'm surprised, that is not sounding as bad as I'm about to send you something right now, and I want you to tell me wait, do you have a Twitter or no?
I have Twitter.
Here, all right. I'm gonna DM you this here, wait, what's your Twitter?
It's the same as my Instagram.
Okay. Wait, I gotta see.
Just my name. Yeah.
All right, found it. All right, I'll send you that. All right, it's sent. I want you to look at that. and then I want you to tell me if what you complained about was that bad.
All right.
I did this to someone else. This isn't the first time I did this to someone before.
It's sent?
Oh yeah. It's sent. It's sent.
All right.
Yeah, I think your screen can go black, but I don't really care. Yeah. It is.
All right, so it's sent?
Yep.
Okay.
It should send. Yeah, it's sent.
All right. All right, I see it. Let's see. All right. Hello?
Hi. Wait, you saw that?
Huh?
Wait, did you see that?
I'd probably quit basketball after that.
Yeah, that was
one.
that was my that was my freshman year. If we won that, we would have gone to state. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. I don't like talking about that, but yeah, that sucks. Like,
yeah, I'm not looking at that clip again.
I got very mad. Yeah. So but I'm sure what you had was like it sounds bad, but
Yeah.
you get like a positive outlook on that. For us, like we had the ball and like it was gonna go in overtime after, which we may have lost, but still like
Yeah.
we could have at least gone just a little bit longer and we whatever. Okay, let's just keep going. So have you and your teammates, because I know that you guys do have similar offers, your big three, all you guys do have similar offers. So have you ever talked about possibly teaming up in college?
Well, the first time we got offers, we're thinking about like we're really all getting offers, you know what I mean? So I mean, we joked about it, but it wasn't really like a sit down like talk about. I mean, we've sat down and was like, yeah, I mean, like if we did go to the same college, like the chemistry's there, like it'll be nice for us. We'll be more comfortable on the court after going with a bunch of new guys. But like, I mean, it wouldn't be as bad, but it would be better. But I mean, we've talked about it, but there's no really like serious conversation on it at the moment.
Yeah, wait, so you cut off for a second, but you think it would be better if you guys went together, or you think it would be worse?
It would be better because playing with someone that you've played with for a long time and they know you know them inside and out. That's like a boost. That's a real boost.
Yeah, for sure. I guess the only maybe hard about it is just because like I don't know if like, do you guys all play the same position too, or
No, Riley's like a 2 guard, a combo guard. He could play the 3, maybe the 1-2, and Zella's like 1 and 2. So
yeah,
like
so
they're guards and
yeah, it might just be hard because there's you, which I guess it's fine. You could pretty much go with one of them, but then it might be hard to have room for two guys like the same position or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that would definitely be just a super cool thing. Has I ever had them before? 3 friends all went to the same school.
Yeah. Oh, has it ever happened?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it has.
Nah. Not that I know of.
Yeah, so I mean, that would just definitely be super cool in itself. But anyway, so you recently had a visit with Florida. Well, not like a in-person visit. You had an online visit with the University of Florida where they did end up giving you an offer. So how did that all go down?
Well, because I played at the Hoop Exchange that weekend, and coming out of it, I said to myself, this is probably the greatest point of my performance that I've seen so far, and I thought to myself, I played really well. So like coming out of it, I mean, I'm expecting like some recognition, nothing too serious, like just to let colleges know like I'm a great player. But my head coach, Coach Ben, he hit me up and he was like, UF wants to do a Zoom virtual, and I'm like, did they watch the Hoop Exchange game? And he was like, yeah, I believe so. And I'm thinking to myself like I feel like I know I played well, but I didn't think they were gonna give me an offer because they've reached out to me before, but it wasn't really like like a constant everyday thing. So I had no idea what to expect going into the call. So the day came, they talked to me. They made a clip, and it showed side by side like how I played and how they play, and like put it together and showed me how well I would fit in the program and stuff like that. And it was a really good call.
Yeah, that sounds super cool. And the who is like that was the thing with like Bishop McLaughlin. If that's how you say it, and like I think whatever Alex Fudge, he was there, and I know how the Christians like it was that thing right with the IMG and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah, at the big house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I mean, too bad, I couldn't get a school to, get me over there. But that thing was stacked, wasn't it?
It was. There was a lot of media there because I was playing in the individuals because they had like two sections for the high school teams and the individuals. So yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. They had like you got like I wouldn't expect the school to kind of get the guys from the individual stuff.
I know. That's what also surprised me too. That's what also surprised me.
Yeah, because I know like I'm going to think tomorrow, and no offense if the guy that is letting me go this thing ever watches this, but I'm not expecting to leave and look at the individual players unless I see some guy that I actually know playing in it. But because it's like you want to watch the teams play with guys that made a team, or do you want to watch the guys who maybe don't have a team and whatever that like no one knows? Like I'd rather watch a bunch of nobodies on a team than a bunch of nobodies in like an individual showcase. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not expecting you to say that. That like really surprises me. But keep on going. So, are you trying to stay in the state of Florida? Because I do know at the moment all your college offers are from there, I think.
Mm-hmm. So it would, to be honest, at the end of the day, I'm trying to go where I feel is going to be best for me, my family, my career, regardless if that's in state or out of state. So I mean, the staying in Florida part isn't really the focus. Like it can't be, because I'm gonna miss out. I might miss out on something that I'm overlooking just for location. But staying in Florida will be, of course, it'll be nice. I'm closer to my family and all that stuff. But I wouldn't say it's really weighing on my decision.
Yeah, so like it's not a big factor, but I mean, if you got
it's
it,
a
it's
great
kind of
factor. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, but it's also a great factor. Mm.
Yeah, for sure. And which schools have been contacting you the most?
Like heavily, I'd probably say Georgia State, Temple, and Georgia State and Temple. They're like right there talking to me. But I know like I can't really say off the top of my head, because but like yeah, Georgia. I feel like Georgia State and Temple are like right there with communication to me at the moment.
And are you expecting to have a Zoom call with any of them anytime soon, or not yet?
I'm expecting sooner rather than later. But yeah.
And that kind of go the same thing for interest as well. Like there are schools that are also showing you the most interest.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. And then my final question of the interview is: what are your high school career goals?
For high school?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the fact that we've been able to put DP back in a position of this high standard is really enabled not just me and everyone else and the whole team in general to just leave their mark as we leave. But honestly, it would be great to have that good old 21 retired, to be honest. Apart from like the state championships and the points and the accolades, just to walk into the high school gym one day and see my jersey up there, it would be nice.
And do they retire? Not like they will retire your number before you go to college, or would it have to be after a college career like that?
I believe so.
It would be after college or during.
Probably, like coach. Honestly, he can retire it like anytime he wants. But I'm expecting like like maybe like after college, while I'm in college, so sometime around then.
And does the number 21 have any sort of significance to you, or it's kind
Yeah.
of number?
So I mean, it's not really that much of a big deal, but there is a reason. So like in third grade, the elementary I went to, you weren't allowed to be on the team except for because it went all the way to eighth grade. So I was in third grade and I wasn't able to be on the team till fourth. So I was always like, Mom, can you talk to like the staff, like get me on the team? Like, I mean, I'm ready. I don't see why third and fourth is such a big difference. But I mean, I waited obviously. But coming in the fourth, the coach, he was just handing out jerseys. He's like, see if this fit, see if this fit. And he had a 21. So he originally gave me 24. So I put it on. I mean, it was a nice fit. It was a nice fit. But the 21 was the last jersey left. Like everyone already had gotten their jersey, and I'm just telling with the 24, and I'm like something just told me to grab the 21. So I'm just standing at the jersey, and he didn't put it back in the closet like right away when he was done. So like I took it off. I came in, I was like, Coach, you mind if I put on 21? He's like, yeah, go ahead, see if it fits. And like I put it on, and I just felt comfortable with wearing 21. So I've been wearing 21 ever since.
Yeah, that happens sometimes with numbers. It's kind of like your heart just tells you like,
yeah,
like this would just look better on you,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, before we end the show, is there anything you want to plug or anybody you want to shout out?
We doing shout outs?
I mean, yeah, if you want, like, your time.
You know,
well, now like I'm telling you, bro, like we have no viewers. Like because it's my first YouTube thing. Like,
yeah,
one, I don't care about the viewers, but no one's gonna see this. But if someone watches the whole thing, then they'll see it. So, yeah, you can shout out whoever you want. I don't really care.
I mean, shout out Denzel, of course, Riley, JoJo, Jamari, everyone on my team. Basically, make sure y'all go check out the DP Hoops Instagram at Dr. Phillips Hoops. That's pretty much it, to be honest. Everyone from my AU team, Team Parsons, go check out their Instagram, follow all of them, all that cool stuff. So, yeah.
All right, man. Sounds good. Well, anyways, make sure you guys give us a follow on Instagram at Ernest Udeh Jr., like all one word or
just all one.
Yeah. And at iHoopsFL. And anyways, for 2022, 3-star /center, Ernest Udeh Jr., I'm Isaac Fleischer, and this has been another iHoopsFL interview. Peace out, guys.